Pardon me, everybody. I'm just being me. The hut, dumpster fire, your friendly neighborhood psychic. Here we go with another show. We're doing a little early this week because Mama has stuff to do. Let me straighten out my little bee necklace. Nobody's here. That makes me a little sad. I'm sad. Just that's how I do my. Does everybody like my fit? I'm feeling very cute today. I really like the way this turned out. I'm feeling extra fancy in my outfit. Pardon me for being a hot mess. Express. Okay. Hey everybody, just give me a second. Erica is not here right now because she's late. Where's my phone? Son of a bitch. Here's my phone. Where did I knock over? Pardon me. I'm just going to put you guys on hold for 1 second. And I'm back. Georgia Peach, welcome to the stream. I think you're the only one here right now. I want to say hello to you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys have been having an amazing week. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're in a good space. I hope you're in a good mood. I got sick of wearing my hair in a ponytail, so I decided to straighten it. I don't know if it looks any better or not, but we're just going to hope for the best. Let's start out with because we don't really have anybody here. So, not yet, Georgia Peach, except for you. Let's start out with some talking. So, I just want to say this for anybody who's watching ahead of time. I'm on TikTok. In case you guys don't know, I'm on TikTok under Psychic Jennifer Moran. Now, I've been on the TikTok for a while, and there's a lot of videos on the TikTok that are a little questionable. I'm sure you guys can imagine. And one of them is definitely the most, well, not the most, but one of the most questionable. And that is, it's called the About Me Challenge. And this is the thing, guys. There's a little song that goes on in the background. And it's like, what's your name? Where are you from? How tall are you? I'm singing it really wrong. But it's like, it's all this personal, like, what's your name? What's your favorite color? What's your sign? How tall are you? Where do you live? Are you in a relationship? And I'm like, you guys are giving away personal information that people can use to hack you. So I just made a TikTok telling people that they shouldn't do that. It's a fun challenge and people get into it. And another thing is, like, a lot of people on Facebook will be like, which state did you visit tag? Or answer these questions tag. And it's like different things that I see happening on Facebook every once in a while. I don't see them as much as I used to, but it's like, how many kids do you have? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Are you married? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're giving away information that is going to then be used to try to find out more stuff about you, make you more vulnerable. Like, just for example, and this is a wild example, but it's true. So say, if you say, oh, my name is Shelly, and I live in the Bronx, New York, and I have 3 kids, and the kids are like 6, 8, and 12, and I live in this county. Well, a child predator can suss you out and then, follow you on Facebook and try to get more information about you. So, it's just be careful, be mindful. The internet right now is a crazy place, and a lot of people are doing crazy fun things just because they're in the moment, they're not thinking about it. But like that is definitely something that I would highly suggest you guys don't take part in, because how easy would it be for somebody to figure out your PIN or your passwords? As a lot of us use things that are emotionally important to us as passwords, maybe our sign, maybe our favorite color, maybe how many kids we have, whatever the case may be. You don't want to put that special important information out on the internet. You have to be very mindful and very careful of that. There's another challenge that's going on right now that I also would highly suggest you guys don't do, and that is walking in the snow in your bare feet. It's something that people are doing for views, and I don't think that it's a good idea to do something crazy like that. Like if you want to do some crazy cool video with like different cut effects, or if you want to do some really beautiful artwork, or even like a really nice like makeup look or a hair look, or even showing off your outfits, that's cool. You want to sing a song, that's cool. You want to tell a funny story or do something cute with your dog, that's cool. Like, but doing stuff that's hurtful to you, these people are walking in the barefoot in their snow for like a solid minute, and I just think that that's a recipe for disaster. And I think that the problem with these trends and stuff, and not to be on my soapbox, you guys, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I'm like the commentator for adults on this TikTok. The thing about these things is that people are always going to try to one up each other to get the next trend or the next view. So now they're walking in the snow in their barefoot. Soon they're going to be like going out in the snow naked or whatever. And it just ups the ante so much more. And I just think that that's a little scary. So if you are on TikTok, don't follow these trends. Find another cool, creative way to get yourself out there. Another thing that I would say is if you do have kids and they're on TikTok, create an account on TikTok and follow them so that they don't know it's you. Like shadow follow them so you can kind of see what they're doing. Because you'll find out what your kids are up to or what your kids are after on TikTok if you do that. So that's my advice. Shadow follow them on TikTok. Don't let them know it's you. So we want to say Pure Love is here. Welcome to the stream, Pure Love. And Oh Hi is here. Oh, I just got a notification from TikTok. So there we go. My TikTok's blowing up. I got 42 followers. And by the way, guys, congratulations to our channel, Psychic Emergency Room. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. I could not be more grateful, you guys. Thank you so much for helping me to reach this milestone. It's a huge, big deal to me. I've been wanting to reach this milestone for a while now. And I wanted to reach it for one reason in particular, is that now I can do live streams from my phone. Like, guys, there's so many times that I wanted to get on and talk to you guys and connect with you guys, but I couldn't because I didn't have enough subscribers. I don't know why YouTube does that, but they do. So the next goal is 2,000 so we can get a community tab so that I can communicate with you guys, because I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on TikTok. So I'm everywhere. And when I do put like updates like, oh, the show is going to be early, or the show is going to be late, or, whatever is going on, or, hey, what kind of show do you guys want? So I do that on social media. But if you guys aren't following me on those social medias, you're not going to know the updates. And so if you have a YouTube community page, obviously you guys probably are aware of this, then I can just put these notifications directly on YouTube so that you guys can know like what I'm up to, what's going on, what themes I'm going to have, things like that. It'll just make things a lot easier. So that is me, my soapbox. For anybody who's here, I apologize for anybody who's just happening upon this video of a woman screaming about children on TikTok. That is not usually my vibe, but I got to talk about what I see. So I want to do a pick a card reading just to kind of get the evening rolling. So I want to tell you guys, if you have any ideas for pick a cards that you're interested in, any direction, anything like that, then I would 100% say that would be a good thing to do. But what I want to do, I've been having some weird dreams lately, you guys. I've been having some very awkward dreams. And I am usually not somebody who has nightmares, but I've had 2 nightmares in the past week, and that is very, very rare for me. I might have a nightmare every like once a year. Usually my dreams are very fun and like silly. But in the last week or 2, I had 2 nightmares. So I'm going to tell you about one of my nightmares just for funsies. But while I'm waiting for you guys to suggest some pick a cards, but I'm also going to be doing a pick a card reading about what your dreams are trying to tell you. So this is my dream. In my dream, it's going to get a little scary, so just bear with me. So in my dream, it was a zombie apocalypse, and I was in a room with like 4 other people and this one guy who was like laying on a table. He had been bitten, and we were trying to like cut off the bite. So that was the scenario. And he was just like, you know, screaming and stuff. And at some point he was like, listen guys, just let it go. You can't do it. It's I feel myself turning, like I'm gonna turn, like just, you know, let it go. Just kill me when I turn. And so the other people in the room were like, all right, you know, they were trying to convince him to keep going, and he was just like, no, it's over. So he was starting to turn. In the dream, I got really, really afraid for some reason, even though there were other people in the room with me, even though like it was a, you know, relatively safe situation. In the dream, I freaked out, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't be there when he turns. So what happened was, for those of you who don't know, I have a pet rabbit. His name is Finn. He's the most adorable bunny in the world. He looks like he came out of a fairy story. I grabbed him in the dream, and I remember holding him in my arms and running out of that room where the other people were and the guy was turning. And I remember running, and I was like, I gotta get to safety. So I ran into a bedroom, and I let the bunny down. I was like, okay, you go down, and like letting him run around. And I'm in the bedroom, and I'm like listening at the door, and I'm like listening to hear what's going on so I can know, like, did they kill him? Is it safe? Can I come back out? Well, in the bedroom, I turn around, and standing on the bed is a zombie. And he was just standing there. This really tall, like skinny old man zombie was standing on the bed, and he was holding something, a stick or something. And at first I thought like, oh my God, did this guy kill himself? Is he hanging? But then I realized he wasn't. He was just standing there. So I was like, oh my God, there's a zombie in the room for me. And I got scared. So I ran into the bathroom that was adjoining the bedroom. Are you guys interested in this story? I hope so. I would be interested in this story. Anyway, so I ran into the bathroom that was adjacent to the bedroom, and the zombie was just like watching me, but he wasn't like chasing after me. It was just watching me. So I ran so fast into the bedroom that I forgot my poor bunny, and I felt so guilty about that. But I felt so guilty. I was like, oh my God, my bunny, oh my God. So I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like trying to figure out what to do. Should I run out? Should I try to get the bunny or whatever? And the zombie is trying to get in. So the bathroom door had one of those locks, you know, you just like twist it to lock it. Well, I had it locked, but I felt him twisting it from the other side. Like he would unlock it and I would lock it. He would unlock it and I would lock it. And like I felt the pressure of him on the doorknob, and I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this bathroom. My bunny's out there. He's coming after me. I don't know what to do. And then all of a sudden, the bathroom had like a bathtub, and there was like a big window over the bathtub. It was a really beautiful bathroom. And there was a bunch of zombies like outside of that window, and they were starting to come in so I had zombies coming in one window, and I had the other zombie at the door, and I was in the bathroom, and I was trapped, and I was like, why didn't I stay with these people that were like, I was more safe in this other situation. Why did I freak out? And so that was the dream. And I was trying to decide, like, what should I do? Should I just, like, I had to figure something out, because I couldn't just stand there and just let these other zombies get me. Should I get out? Should I try to face that one zombie on my own? Like, I didn't know what to do. And that was the situation I was in. And then I woke up from the dream. So if you guys want to tell me what you think that's about, I'd be curious to know what you guys think. But, that was definitely the dream. Hey, Alia, welcome to the stream. The gossip surrounding me. What are people saying about me? Ooh, yes. I love that idea. That is a great pick a card. What do people think of me? Oh my God, that's a good one. Thank you for suggesting that. That is a fun one. I love that. So let me do a pick a card for you guys on what your dreams are saying or what your dreams are trying to tell you. We're going to do that first, and then we're going to do the other one, is what people are saying about you. Oh, I love that idea. And I'm going to do that one with you guys. I think that would be fun. All right, let's see what your dreams are trying to tell you. Yeah, if any of you have any insight on that dream, I mean, I have my own ideas about it, but I'm curious to hear what you guys might think. Take some water. All right, guys, so here we go. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. We have this beautiful, these are the Spellcaster Oracle cards. These were a gift from a friend of mine. I love them. And let's see, deck number 1. This is what your dreams are trying to tell you. Ooh. Okay, deck number 1. I feel like you may be dreaming about people in your life, whether they're relatives, an ex, people you went to school with, but I feel like they're coming to you in a dream so that you can purge. So I get a lot of my clients will say to me like, oh my God, I'm dreaming about my ex. We broke up like 10 years ago. Why am I dreaming about him or her? And it's because there's something about that relationship that is relating to a current situation you're going through, like a repeating pattern. And the reason you're dreaming about this person is because they're trying to encourage you to see the pattern that's repeating so you can help fix it. But it's also about letting go of any baggage, stress that you have going on with that person. So that's the first thing. Your dreams are trying to help you get closure. Your dreams are trying to help you resolve these issues and move on. The other thing is this card, this inspiration. I think this inspiration is more about focusing on the future and focusing on what's next rather than like reliving the past. That's kind of what I'm getting. And then blessings. And I feel like this also maybe if you're dreaming about certain people are good omens. Like if you're dreaming about, for example, if you're dreaming about somebody who has passed on and when they were alive, this person was always there for you. It's like a good omen, like your guides are with you and that you're going in a good direction. Also, if you dream about like celebrities or people who have a lot of wealth, it's a blessing. It's like, oh yeah, you're on the right track. You're going to be with, you're on this level. You're in the same mindset. So, that's kind of what that's about. So your dreams are basically trying to tell you like, get closure, let go of the past, look for any repeating patterns that you may need to address and fix before they get bad. And, think about the positive people and the positive blessings that are in your life. Deck number 2, let's see what's going on for you, deck number 2. Deck number 2, your dreams are about feeling stuck. And your dreams are about feeling like you're stuck, feeling like you're on a treadmill, feeling like you can't get out, like there's an issue that you're trying to solve or a problem that you're trying to solve. And I feel like what this is relating to is about stepping out of your comfort zone and pursuing your dreams, pursuing your what you want to pursue, whatever that is, your career, your dream career, or buying a house or whatever it is that you're dreaming of. That's kind of what this is about. But I feel like this is more about your career. And the first card that I'm getting is this talent card. And I feel like this is about the talent that you have that you maybe don't quite believe in. And I feel like there's a lot of negativity around this situation where people maybe have told you not to pursue this, or people have been like negative to you about it. And I feel like your dreams are telling you like, don't listen, you got to go forward and do that. This Justice card, you guys can't see that because it's like so washed out. There you go. That's maybe better. You can see it better there. This Justice card, I feel like this is about you pursuing past what other people's judgments are. You pursuing past all that. And then this last card for you is Courage, this beautiful lion. And it's about being that lion, roaring, letting people be comfortable with your roar. So your dreams are basically telling you to get out of your comfort zone, to start thinking about your talents, pursuing your talents, and going forward in that direction. I'm just going to move this mic because I feel like it might be a little too close. All right, deck number 3. So, ooh. I feel like you're having some really weird dreams, deck number 3. I feel like you're having some weird, symbolic dreams. I want to encourage you to get a dream journal so you can start writing down your dreams. And I want you to also maybe think about looking up the meanings of your dreams. Whatever you feel is the meaning when you first wake up is definitely like the meaning. So like whatever it is that you feel, the first instinct, you should write that down because that's usually the most true thing. But I feel like sometimes there's obscure symbols and stuff that you might want to look up in a dream book. One of the websites that I like to go to is Dream Moods A to Z. They're really good. I've been using them for years. But I feel like with you, deck number 3, I feel like you're feeling pulled apart in different directions. And I want to say that this might have to do with a relationship and like whether you should stay with this person or go with that person. But I feel like here's what I want to say, and I feel like here's what your dreams are trying to say. Don't make any hasty decisions. Don't make any Don't make any hasty decisions, and don't make any decisions out of desperation. Really, really, really think about what your ideals are, not what you're willing to settle for. And I really feel like that's what your dreams are trying to tell you is like change your mindset. Don't be desperate. Think about what your idealistic situation is rather than just like, this is good enough. So this is a reconciliation. And I feel like this reconciliation, it could be with another person, but I think it's more with yourself. I think it's forgiving yourself for bad choices you've made. And I think it's forgiving yourself for wanting to do things differently or be different and being okay with that. The second thing is spirit guide. I think this is definitely a straight up message that your guides are with you and they're trying to help you. And sometimes we don't always want to hear them. And sometimes they find ways to communicate with you. If you ignore your spirit guides, they're going to keep giving you the same lessons until you start listening. So I run into clients a lot of times that have the same thing happen to them all the time. And it's like, well, that's a lesson. It keeps repeating because you're not getting the lesson. You got to learn. So like somebody, for example, who's like every guy they date is like a player. Well, you got to learn how to scope out the players. You got to learn how to treat yourself with respect so that you don't attract these players. And when you do have a player, you flick them away before you get too attached. And then this other thing is willpower. And this is really your sticking point. This is the lasting message for you is, you have to be willing to love yourself for who you are. Appreciate who you are. This is your journey. This is your life. You're here for a reason. And, even though you're dealing with challenges and things are not easy for you, that individuality that you have makes you, makes you special. And you can use that to inspire other people, to help other people. You can use that to help yourself and to be strong. So there's a girl I follow. What is her name? I know her first name is Izzy. I subscribe to her on YouTube. I think her channel is It's Izzy. This is a remarkable girl. She's amazing. She's like 16 or 17 years old. She's a teenager. But she had bacterial meningitis when she was like, I think 10 or 11 years old. And she lost her arms and legs. And so she had to like live every day without arms and legs. And she's such an inspiration because she's so independent. She does everything she wants to do. She was like the trampoline champion of her country. I never even knew there was a trampoline championship, but there is, and she's it. She's the winner. But the thing that inspires me about her is that she has this drive and this determination to be independent. And so she learns and she does things for herself. Like she puts on makeup, she does Instagram videos, and she'll see her putting on makeup and stuff, and it's like she's amazing. She pushes herself and she doesn't give up, and she learned how to drive a car, and she all these amazing things. She edits her own videos. I mean, imagine for a moment trying to do anything without arms and legs. I mean, just imagine the struggle of that. And this girl is like killing the game. She does whatever she wants. And I think that that's kind of your lesson in this is like, don't let your limitations, don't let your fears hold you back. You have to just know that if you want something, you have the right to want it, and you know that's part of life, is passion and drive, and you have to just have that willpower and that determination. I'm just gonna check. So I have Makeup Warrior who retracted a message. Makeup Warrior, I just want to say to you, if you're still on this live stream, I love your YouTube name, and I'm probably going to look you up and subscribe to your channel. Just saying, because that is just speaking to my soul. I love makeup. K-Beth. Oh, Katie Beth. I'm sorry. Katie Beth. Love your hair. Thank you, Katie Beth. I appreciate that so much. I tried to make it look decent today. It's a hot mess. I need a haircut so bad, you guys. But this pinky color right here, it used to be purple. If you go back and see a few videos ago, I had like bright purple hair, and this is the fade. So thank goodness it's fading in a way that looks decent. All right, guys, let's do, who suggested it? I just want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. O. Is that your YouTube name? Just the letter O? That is so cool. How did you manage that? O is going to suggested what people are thinking about you. I love that idea. I think that this is a really good thing. So we're gonna use our new cards that I really love, because I think that they're gonna be the best for this. And we're gonna use these. These are the Heal Yourself cards. And I got these off, all my cards that I use I got off Amazon. Just saying. And most of the cards that I use are only like $20 or under. I don't really buy expensive cards. Most of them are between $10 and $15. All right, and this is what, these cards are so easy to shuffle, man. The only thing I don't like about them, and maybe that's why they're so easy to shuffle, is that they're a little on the thin side. That's not the best. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Whoa. 3, 2, 3. Now, these cards are very deep. They're very introspective. But this is going to give you a general vibe and idea of what people are thinking about you. So just kind of keep that in mind. Everything that's said that might be a negative is just said with constructive criticism. So it's not anything that is meant to be hurtful or, you know, it's just about growing. Sometimes you have to get that little bit of constructive criticism. All right, guys, here we go. These cards. This is what your, they could be your friends, your family. So here's the thing, guys. If you're going to do this, I wouldn't do like what everybody thinks about you, because obviously different groups of people are going to see you in different ways. So I would do like either what your friends think about you, what your family thinks about you. You know, I would just pick like one group, what your coworkers think about you, because like I said, different people are going to have different feelings and different thoughts. So, you know, you don't want to have it like where, because they're all, you know, it's going to be too jumbled. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, here we go. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Let's begin. This is what everybody is thinking about you. All right, let's see. Deck number 1. Let's see what's going on. You know what? They really like you. You're well liked. My snaps to you. My hats off to you. Deck number 1, people see you as very healing, very loving, very caring. You're the type of person that when you're around, people feel better. They feel more soothed. They feel happier. I'm getting this first card is, you know, healing. The second card I'm getting is unleash your creativity. And I think what this is about is that people may feel like you're not living up to your full potential. People may feel like you're not pushing yourself as hard as you could on, you know, what you're doing, what your desires are. And this other thing is self-love. And this is a good one to get. I would be happy if I got this, because it means that people think that you're good at taking care of yourself, that you're good at advocating for yourself, that you're good at having, you know, confidence and so that's a positive. So basically, in the gist, people think that you're soothing, kind, loving, healing. They see you as somebody who is confident and, you know, able to advocate and take care of yourself and they see you as somebody who is very centered and stable, but they also feel like maybe you need to push yourself a little bit harder on achieving those dreams. We're not sure what we're going to get with these cards, so I'm just don't it we'll see. That was a pretty good one. Let's see if this is going to continue on that trail. We don't know. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without, I don't want to offend anybody. All right. So here's the thing. People who know you, the group of people that you wanted to read, generally feel that you are stuck in a rut, stuck in patterns, that you tend to not live up to your expectations, that you tend to give into, I don't want to use the word victim because I feel like that word can be triggering for people, but say you tend to give up too easily and you don't push yourself as hard as you need to, and they feel like you tend to do that. And also, I feel like they also feel that you hold on to things, hold on to the past, hold on to grudges, hold on to bad habits, hold on to bad boyfriends. So here's what I'm getting. Okay, so the first one is cycles. This is they see you just repeating the same pattern on a merry-go-round, just on and on and on. They don't really expect a lot of change from you. It's not like they think you're not capable of it. They totally think you're capable of it. I want to be clear. They have a lot of admiration for you, and they believe in you, but they don't feel like you believe in yourself. Does that make sense? They just see you kind of repeating the same patterns over and over again, and they see you not really getting off that merry-go-round. You keep falling for the same kind of negativity. This victim consciousness is there too, and basically they are feeling like you're not trying hard enough to pull yourself together, and you're focusing on the negative or focusing on the past, and you're not focusing on your blessings. You're not using gratitude. So whenever you're having a bad day, just in general for the rest of your life, if you remember this, if you're having a bad day, the worst day in the world that you could possibly be having, take a moment, center yourself, and try to focus on gratitude. It will help you to feel more centered, more stable, more balanced, and it will help you try to turn that day around. So sometimes that gratitude is going to be harder than others. Sometimes that gratitude is, at least I have running water. At least I have a home. At least I have running water. At least I have Wi-Fi. At least I have electricity. At least I have my health. It could be that basic. It could be at least I had a meal today. Whatever that is, the more you focus on the gratitude, the more you'll see your life get better. And the last thing is letting go. And I think that this is about letting go. And that could be letting go of bad habits, bad people, bad situations. It could be anything. But I think that that's what they feel like you need to work, to get past. So we're going to say hi to V. Elaine. I'm reading my comments over here on, if you guys can see, I'm reading through the phone because again, I'm legally blind. So this is where it is. So Violaine, welcome. Hi. Okay. So Violaine. Okay. Okay. Violaine, I'm so sorry. I don't answer personal questions on this show. I just do pick a cards and stuff like that. So if you want, I can do a financial forecast for you, but I'm not answering specific questions. There's a little scrolly deal that's going along the bottom with writing, and that is going to tell you, basically that I'm not answering those questions tonight. We're just doing pick a cards and giveaways and stuff. Oh, by the way, my sister Erica is usually here to read comments for me, but she's running late tonight. The weather is really bad and she was driving a long distance, so she's taking her time, which I'm totally fine with because I don't want anything to happen to her. So just kind of understand that. But let's spice some things up right now. and let's do a giveaway, because I do like to do giveaways. I was going to wait for Erica, but I think I'm going to do one preemptively just to kind of get the ball rolling. So here's how the giveaways work, you guys. And this is for you, I'm so sorry, Valerie. You have to, if you can enter my giveaway, and you can win 10 minutes free to talk to me by phone. Okay, so here's the deal. You have to be over 18. You have to be in the United States. And you also have to be, you have to be over 18. You have to be in the United States. You have to subscribe to this channel. And you can answer only one answer per line. But you can answer as many times as you want. They just have to be separate comments. I'm sorry. I'm just not happy with the way my hair looks. I'm too conscious of it. And that's not good. So let's talk about the giveaway. And we're going to do this one right here. So I have a tarot card right here. This is from the Divine Tarot, which is a really gorgeous deck. I have a card right here. So the first person who can tell me correctly which card this is, I'm going to look at it right now. I want you guys to use your psychic instincts to picture this card and let me know which card this is. Now, this is from the Major Arcana, so it's not going to be a wand or a cup or a pentacle. It's going to be a Major Arcana character. And the first person who correctly identifies this will win 10 minutes free, providing you're over 18, you live in the United States, and you subscribe to this channel. So that is the giveaway that's going on right now. Let's get going. Is Halloran here? I think I see his little insignia. Am I crazy? Halloran, yes, hello. I saw your little, what do you call it? Avatar. Okay, so okay. So you guys get your little answers in, and we're going to do a financial forecast for you. I'm going to use my Earth Magic Oracle cards. I love these. These are great for questions like this. Let me just clear away. I want to have as much room on my desk as possible so I don't drop things. These are the Earth Magic Oracle cards. I absolutely love these. I have like 5 decks that are scattered about my home and office, and I use them. I've been using these for years. The funny thing is, guys, I have so many tarot decks and oracle decks, and I do use them on YouTube all the time. But and when I'm reading for clients, I never use these decks. Like, if a client asks me to, I totally would do it for them. But on a regular basis, when I talk to my clients all the time, I don't use these. I use my clairvoyance and I read for them that way. But I just thought that was a funny thing to mention, because I think that people may think that I use these all the time, and I just don't. So let's do a financial forecast. Let's see what's going on here. All right, here we go. Financial. All right. Ooh. All right, guys. Sorry for the occasional sniffing. All right. Here we are. This is your financial forecast. Pick a card reading. So all you need to do is think about your finances. I want you to imagine your finances. I want you to imagine your net worth and things like that, whatever that looks like visually to you. And then I want you to choose the deck that you feel is the most, calling your name. So I got deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. All right, here we go. All right, deck number 1. Deck number 1, here's what I'm going to say to you. I know you are so scared right now, deck 1. I know that things are not going the way that you want them to, and you're not feeling secure at all. But let me tell you, everything is going to go in a really, really good direction. This first card, this fog, this is about where you are right now. Uncertainty, fear. You got to try to clear away that fog as much as you can. So I would encourage you to just, whether you want to listen to meditations, whether you want to do journaling or whatever, but work on your manifesting. And it will really help clear away that fog. See this? See this card right here? This card is a really good card. This is like a change. Things are moving in a different direction, and things are, getting better. So again, though, it's about your mind frame. You have to believe that this change is coming. You have to really focus on the gratitude and not doing certain things. So we don't realize how we screw ourselves over. But by saying things like, oh, I don't have money for that, I can't afford that, I don't have any money, you say those things and it like sticks with your subconscious. So instead of saying like, oh, I don't have any money for that, or I can't afford that, just say, oh, I'm not really interested in spending money on that right now, or I might spend money on that later, but right now I'm reserving that, and I'll, say it like that. Don't get into talking negatively about money. You got to treat money like it's your friend. Like you love it and it's your friend and you want it to come around. So if you're always like mad at it or hating it or resenting it or whatever, it's not going to come around you. You always have to be open to it and positive about it. But this last card right here, this Stone People card, I love this card. This is like your guides are watching over you and your guides are taking care of you. And even if you're feeling scared right now, trust that things are moving in the direction they need to move and your finances are going to be going in a good direction. You're really, really moving in a good direction. Just keep your mind focused on abundance, positivity. Keep your mind focused in that direction. I know it's challenging not to give into fear sometimes, but I feel like it's really important for you to do that. Like I said, there's tons of videos on YouTube about manifesting. There's tons of people that you can like look up and stuff. There's articles, there's books, there's just get into that zone about how to do manifesting. Okay. Now, number two, you are on a good road. I'm actually very proud of you because I feel like your finances are a bit more like centered, and I feel like it's not really much about like not having anything, but it's more about building what you already have. And I'm feeling like you're doing the right thing. So here's the first thing, this childhood. This is a funny kind of card to get with a financial thing because it's like childhood. But what this is showing me is that you are somebody who thinks about more than just the present. You think about what's going on in the future. You think about the whole picture. You think about others. And I feel like you are putting effort into creating and cultivating wealth for yourself. See this other card, this is Ceremony. This is about somebody who's taking time, putting effort into building their wealth, whether you're working hard on amassing your wealth through business or through investments or whatever it is you're doing. But you're putting effort into this, and you're a planner, you're a doer. And this other card right here, this island card to me is showing me independence. You are going to be independently wealthy, successful. You're going to do very well. This island stands on its own. It doesn't need anybody else. You are going to be that person. So you're going to do very well, deck number 2. Very, very well. And you're on the right road. Okay. Deck number 3. Here's what I'm going to say to you. I feel like you have to think about what you want. So a lot of times we think about like that we want money, but we don't think about like how much money we want. What are we going to do with the money once we get it? We just think like we want money. Like who doesn't want to be rich? But you have to start thinking about it more practically. Like I think that you need to get a little bit more fine-tuned and thinking about it like how much money do I want? What is my ideal amount of money to be making a week, a month, a year? Where do I want to live? How do I want to spend my money? What kind of things do I want to invest in? Think about those things. Also think about things like, what streams of income do I want? Do I want a passive income, not passive income? I think that it's more important for you to start thinking about that and focusing your energy in that. I do feel like your finances are going to be good. And here's what I'm saying. So this communion, this is all about being open and honest with the universe and starting that communication. Try asking the universe for small amounts of money. Just like, hey, universe, send $5 my way and see what happens. Get into the habit of communing with the universe, talking to the universe, asking the universe for things and working and practicing on that. The second card right here, this sun card, this radiance, this shows me that money comes in easily and goes out easily. So I feel like you are very fortunate in that you're good at attracting money. You're not as good at holding on to the money. And so it's maybe important to start budgeting yourself. It's maybe important to start thinking about your long-term goals rather than your short-term goals. I am guilty guilty of doing this because I'm like, oh my God, that new palette just came out. I really want that new palette. Or, oh my God, that new Sims game just came out. I really want that new Sims game, or, movie, or whatever it is that I want to buy. I'm very good at that. I'm not always the best budgeter, though I'm trying to improve that. But there you go. And number 3, I feel like you have a problem of excess. So when you're sad, you eat too much, you spend too much, you do reckless things, and you kind of like, you go on a good momentum and everything's good, and then you'll get sad and it'll all just go to pot. So I feel like you need to work on building a better resistance to sadness and stress, and working hard on breaking those habits of stress spending, and or anger spending, stress spending, fear spending. I'm gonna just call you out here and say to you, I'm feeling that you may have an issue with stress spending, and maybe when you're under a lot of stress, you maybe talk to psychics too much. I have a lot of people who will if they're going through a stressful time, they'll call psychics way too much. And I'm always like, you don't have to call this much. Like, this is overkill. You're calling too much. But they'll call like every day, or they'll call like 20 or 30 psychics. Like, just because, even it's like they're trying to get the same answer. And even if they call 30 psychics, they're going to get the same answer or different answers. It's not going to make you feel better. Whatever you're going through, if you want to call a psychic to get a reading, you should. You should. Don't call a psychic every day. Don't call a psychic, all the time. You have friends. Those are the people you're supposed to talk to, your friends and family. A psychic is kind of like going to a doctor, or maybe going to a therapist. If you're really going through a tremendously difficult time and you're needing a little bit of more help, like once a week is okay. But like, that's only if you're really going through like something bad. But on a regular basis, once in a while, just to get a refresher, just to see what's up. Or like if an event, like, oh, I just applied for a job, am I going to get that job? But not every day, not all the time. It's not a healthy thing for you to do. Another thing I want to say is, don't call a stream of psychics. If you and your boyfriend or girlfriend break up, don't call 50 psychics. Are we going to get back together? 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 Because what's going to happen is, some psychics are going to say yes. Some psychics are going to say no. Some psychics are going to say yeah in 2 days. Some psychics are going to say yeah 6 months. Some psychics are going to say no, he's with somebody else. Some psychics are going to say they're not. You're just going to make yourself crazy. If you want to call 1 or 2 people that you really trust, that you feel a connection to, and getting their insight, and really, if you feel like this person is picking up on them accurately, then you can listen to that. But if you don't feel like the person's picking up on them accurately, then you're not going to get a good reading. You know what I mean? So don't get into that thing where you just call a bunch of psychics to get the same answer, or the same variations of answers. Trust me, it's not going to make you feel better. You're just going to end up feeling worse in the long run, because you spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on psychics. Please listen to me. I'm just trying to help you guys make, less mistakes in your life. Talking to psychics can absolutely be an addicting thing. I'm very aware of this, and I try to encourage my clients to not get into this trap. Also, another thing that people do that I don't really like, and I try to encourage them not to do this, is if you're broken up with somebody or whatever, even if you're dating somebody, calling your psychic every day going, what are they thinking? What are they thinking now? What are they thinking now? Oh, what are they thinking now? What are they thinking today? It's like the same thing they thought every other day. Things don't usually change that drastically. And I feel like you're just wasting your time and energy. It's just not a good situation. That need to call incessantly for validation is a sign that something's wrong, and a sign that you need to kind of work on yourself a little bit, whether you want to take some of that money and put it into seeing a therapist, or whether you want to you need to find a better way to focus your time and energy. I love talking to my clients, and I love being there for them, but I don't want anybody to get addicted. It's just not a good situation, and I've seen that happen so many times. So let's see. I forgot we did a giveaway. Sorry. Okay, so Mary, welcome to the stream. A lot of you guys are saying sun. That's hilarious. Donna Marie, welcome to the stream. Donna Marie, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure if you're asking. You said, can you have a card? And I'm not sure what that means. If you want to suggest a pick a card reading, Donna Marie, I'm not sure what a card is. I don't really know what that is or what that means, but here you go. I don't really understand. But if you want to suggest a pick a card reading, you can do that, and I'll do a pick a card reading based on the theme for you. But we do have a winner for the giveaway, and it was Charles Halloran. You won the first giveaway. Where is the card? And you got it right. It is the Fool. I love this card, the Little Mermaid. I think it's so beautiful. The camera doesn't do it justice, but Charles, you won the first giveaway. Don't worry, guys. There's going to be more giveaways, so you'll have a chance to win. But welcome to the stream, Donna Marie. If you could explain to me what a card is, I will definitely answer whether or not you can have one. So, guys, I did something in last Wednesday's show, by the way. If you didn't know, I have a show on Wednesday and Sunday. So Wednesday is a little bit more of a theme. We have a meditation. It's a little bit more formal. Sunday is more of a chill out, like just having a good time kind of show. So I did something really fun last Sunday. And I went through all the astrological signs, and I did like a little mini reading for each sign, and I had a great time with that. So I want to do that again because I think that would be super duper fun. So I want to ask you guys, what card do you want me to use for those? So do you want me to use these little fairy tale cards, or would you rather me use these? Wait, I grabbed the wrong ones. Sorry. Or would you rather me use these Moonology cards? So which for the astrology reading, do you want me to use these or these? So either fairy tale or Moonology. Let me know what you want me to use, and I shall do so. And let me see my comments. Oops. Okay, well, Donna, so I'm doing pick a card readings. So basically what that is I do a subject. So we just did finances. And so for finances, I had 3 decks of cards, and you choose deck number 1, deck number 2, or deck number 3. And then I read all the 3 decks, and whichever one you chose applies to you. And then, you get a reading that way. So if you have a specific, topic, so we already did what people are thinking of you, we did what your dreams are trying to tell you, we did your finances, and we're about to do your astrological sign. So if you have a certain topic that you'd like to see me do a pick a card reading on, then absolutely you can feel free to request it, and I will try to fit it in. And in the meantime, I haven't pulled these out in a little while. So I'm going to pull these out while we're waiting for you guys to vote again on the astrology reading. Do you want the fairy tales or do you want the Moonology? So do that. And we're going to do these cards. These are the Making Magic, these little meditation cards. These cards are so much fun. And they come in this cute little box that I love. And they are really good cards for directions. If you're feeling lost in life, if you're feeling like, I just don't know what to focus on. Sometimes you wake up and you just feel lost. You don't know what to focus on or what the right energy is. Sometimes you have too many things going on in your life and it makes you feel uncomfortable. And so when those things happen, you don't know. And so these cards are really good for directing your energy and helping you kind of think about what it is you need to focus on. So these aren't necessarily prediction cards as much as helping you decide where you want to expend your energy or what's important for you to focus on in this, time and space. So that's what that's about. We're going to do that in 1 second. I'm just checking. I want to see if, okay. Sorry, I thought my sister wrote to me. Okay, well, Donna Marie, we did do a dream one already. Susie99, welcome to the stream. Joanna, welcome to the stream. So we have a lot of votes for Moonology. So we're going to do, we have 1, 2, 3 votes for Moonology, 2 votes for Fairy Tale. So we're going to do the Moonology ones, but we will use the Fairy Tale ones in another pick a card. So we will definitely do that. So for now, let's do these real quick, and then we'll do the astrology signs with the Moonology. All right, guys. Here we go. All right, guys, here we go. So these, again, are just going to be little cards that are going to guide you and give you a little bit of direction in life, what you need to focus on right now for today. So that's what these are. So deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Choose your card, and here we go. So the first one is on target. Follow. Sorry, guys, my eyes are bad. So this one, whoever chose deck number 1 is on target. Follow your ideal path. So this is a card that's like a confirmation for you. So whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're wanting, that you're pushing, you are doing the right thing. You're completely on target, and you're making good choices for yourself. So this is a good confirmation, affirmation that you are doing the right thing. Deck number 2 is Fairy Magic. Wow, that's in respectfully. Oh my God, I cannot read. Sorry, guys. Respectfully work with the fairies and the elements to achieve your goals. So this is a manifestation card, and this is about working with the fairies and the elements. So here's what I want to say to you. If you feel like doing this, if you feel like you're up for it, make a little offering to the fairies. If you want to do this, it's fun, it's good natured, and it's something that can promote positive energy. So if you want to make a little offering to the fairies, you can do something like leaving a piece of fruit out. You know, in all honesty, squirrels or raccoons or something will probably get that fruit, but it's a good kind of gesture. So maybe take a little apple and cut it up and leave like a little piece of apple out there, or if you want to put some bird seed out for the birds. But this is like a way to leave kind of a little offering for the fairies. If you want to tie a little ribbon around a tree or something like that, a tree that you own, little things like this. So it's basically telling you to become a little bit more whimsical, have fun, be creative. Use that creativity to bring some fun and some positivity into your life. That's basically that one. And the last one is safe and happy travels, which is great. So that is protection from harm while journeying. So this is for anybody who is thinking about traveling, and what you need to focus on is, a safe and happy travel. So let me show you guys real quick. This is off topic, but I'm going to do this for you. So I'm a firm believer in manifestation. I'm a firm believer in channeling your energy. So this is what I do. So if you are, it's kind of like praying, similar to praying. So if you're getting ready to go on a vacation or going anywhere, traveling, even if you're traveling to work, you're going to take a moment and you're just going to be like, okay, I'm going on this trip. I'm going to make sure that while I'm on this trip, everything goes smoothly. The travel is going to be nice and easy. The trip is going to be pleasant. Everybody's going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're not going to encounter any issues. Everything is going to be great. That all the people are going to be nice to us. We're going to arrive there safely. And so you're just channeling your energy. You're just putting it out there to the universe. And you can do this for anything. So there's so many times in life that I've had to call people and have difficult phone calls. And I sat there and I would go, okay, I'm going to have this phone call with this person. We're going to call this person. They're going to be really helpful. I'm going to be really helpful. We're going to have a good exchange. They're going to really want to work with me. Everything is going to go smoothly. So it's like you just do this little self-talk. You can consider it prayers. You can consider it manifestation. But this is kind of the guidance that you're being encouraged to do, if that makes sense. So we are going to do, Susie, you chose number 2. Halloran might need that for tomorrow. Lindita, hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. Lindita, I'm so not doing like specific questions, I will do pick a card readings. So the one that we're going to do right now is a pick a card based on your astrological sign. And so you can suggest a pick a card theme, but we're not doing actual like general questions, or we're not doing personal questions. We're just doing pick a cards. If you are in the United States and you are over 18, you can stick around because we are going to be doing giveaways, and I'm giving away minutes. So if you're over 18 and you're in the United States and you subscribe to this channel, then you can definitely enter to win one of the upcoming giveaways that's going to be happening in this show, and then you can get your questions answered that way. But other than that, you can absolutely suggest a pick a card theme. We are going to be using these fairy tale cards in the next pick a card. So guys, comment below your themes. What kind of themes do you want to see with these fairy tale cards? And let me just get these cards together for these new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a lot of astrology signs. All right, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just tell you, we're doing, Western astrology, not Eastern astrology. Is that right? Western astrology? Yeah. So like Aries, Pisces, that kind of thing. So we're not doing that. I don't know all the Western astrology or the Eastern astrology signs. I don't know all of those. So when I learn them all, we can do the Eastern if you guys want. But let's begin. Oh, let me just check my comments real quick. Okay. Tip your bartender. Tip your bartender. First of all, I love your name. That is a great name. And yes, everybody should be tipping they should be tipping their bartender. They should be tipping their barista. They should be tipping whoever brings their delivery or their curbside service. You should be tipping your waitresses if you go in. Anybody who's in those type of professions, I've known many people in those professions, they live on tips. They live on tips. And it's very important to show your appreciation. So think about them when you are going to frequent those places, and make sure that you make their day brighter by giving them a nice tip and showing them that they mean something and the work they're doing means something. So tip your bartender. Oh, I love your name, and I think everybody should tip their bartender. Linda says, okay, no worries. Fairy tale. Okay. Lola, welcome to the stream. Thank you for understanding, Lindita. I appreciate that. Happy Sunday, Jennifer. I think a fun theme would be how our week will go this week. All right, we'll do that then. And that kind of falls into a general reading. Donna Marie. All my children are happy, and that's wonderful. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this, everybody. So we're going to do, with our Moonology cards, we're going to do a roll call astrology reading based on your astrological signs. We're doing one card for each astrological sign, and this is what you need to know in this moment. Let's begin. We're going to start with Aries, because Aries is the head and the first one of the astrology signs, and Aries needs to say, a fiery climax approaches. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. So for those of you who don't know, we're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde isn't really anything to totally freak out about, but it is a time when communication can often be misunderstood and fights and things can happen. So Aries, I'm an Aries. We as Aries can be hot-tempered. We can also be too blunt sometimes, and we sometimes speak without thinking about what we're saying. So this is a fiery climax approaches. This is your sign, Aries, to calm your hormones. Basically, calm yourself and make sure you think before you speak. Make sure that you're mindful of other people and mindful of their feelings and mindful of what's going on, because whatever trajectory, whatever path you're on, Aries, this is, you got to think about this. And I feel like this is pertaining to personal relationships. It could be pertaining to your career, but just be mindful of other people. Keep your temper. Watch yourself. Okay, that's Aries. Next one is Taurus, my Taurus people, and that is don't let pride get in your way. Taurus, 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 Taurus. You can be stubborn. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have great energy and you're fun people, but when you get an idea in your head, it's very challenging and very hard to convince you otherwise. And that is a form of pride. So Taurus, don't let your pride get in your way. Be more open-minded, be willing to listen to people, and be willing to take in other people's opinions, and be willing to maybe look at things in a different way, because I feel like that pride will kind of get the better of you. So be more open-minded and be more willing to listen. Don't be so prideful. All right. Next, we have Gemini. Gemini, emotions are running high. So Gemini, again, Geminis can be a little Jekyll and Hyde. And you guys can call out your signs if you want to and be like, let me know what you think if you feel like this is good or whatever. But let me know if you feel comfortable. Geminis, you are like Jekyll Hyde. You have the sweet, charming, bubbly side, and you have that like don't mess with me side. And so emotions are running high. You are going to feel very stressed. You are Geminis are an air sign. So during this Mercury retrograde, as Mercury is a planet, I think that's represented by air, and I can't remember if I'm right about that, but air means communication and thoughts, and this is a time when communication is often misunderstood. So this is your time to just, again, remember to chill out, try to keep yourself, more calm and not jump to conclusions. Also, Geminis, this is a time that you want to be a little bit more communicative, but in a very calm, mindful way. I feel like this is your call, Geminis, to step up to the plate and ask for what you want, but be clear about it. Sometimes we can be a little passive aggressive, and we do that because it's a little easier. It's less intimidating to be passive aggressive. But I think that what you're being called upon to do is be more direct, but in a calm way. Don't let it build up until you want to scream. Be more calm. All right. After Gemini, what do we have next? We have Cancers. Cancers in the house. A new start is coming. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. I love Cancers. I know a lot of Cancers. Cancers tend to hold grudges. Let me just say, you're holding some grudges, babies. You got to let it go. A new start is coming. Be willing and be open to new things. I feel like you have a tendency to like ruminate and think about things. You're up late at night at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking about everybody who screwed you over. And that's just old energy. You need to do a cleanse and purge because new things are coming and you don't want to drag that BS into your new amazing opportunities. And Cancer, sometimes you deal with like worthiness issues and are you good enough? And I mean, we all do, but Cancer especially. And so you really have to like work on that and get yourself straight. So you're more balanced, so you're more, able to feel like you deserve these things. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Leo is next after Cancer. I love me some Leos. Leo, it's time to take action. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leos like things done for them. Leos don't like to take the action. Leos have a lot of confidence. They're charming as heck, and they like to be worshipped. They like to be appreciated. They like to have people do things for them. I can totally relate to that, but Leo, this is your call to action. You may have to be the one to reach out. You may have to be the one to make that move. You may have to be the one to ask for what you want. It's not what you're comfortable with. It kind of goes against your grain, but this is definitely something that you have to do and think about and be mindful of is, you may have to make the first move. And I know that can be a little scary and definitely not what you want to do. But in this situation, I feel like it's what you need to do. After we have Leos, we have the Virgos. We got the Virgos in the house. Virgos. Okay. Here's what I want to say about Virgos. You guys like to prepare for the worst. So like a Virgo is very mindful of like all the things that could go wrong. And so I wish I had a Virgo with me in that zombie dream, because I would have probably escaped. Because Virgo would have been like, there's a trapdoor over here. We got this weapon hidden here. Virgos prepare for the worst. And I think that Virgo, whatever you're going through right now in your life, it's not set in stone. So whatever like negative thing is happening right now for you, it's not set in stone. You can totally make changes. Instead of accepting and preparing for the worst, try to imagine that things could go better or differently. Sometimes earth signs can be super, super grounded, and being grounded is a good thing. You want to be grounded, but you don't want to be so grounded that you're not willing to see other possibilities. And I think Virgo, this is your call to action, to see other possibilities. And if you don't see other possibilities, ask your guides, ask the universe, show me what is possible for me to be able to blah, blah, blah. So just, ask for help from the universe, from your guides. After we have Virgo, we have Libras, our Libras. And confidence is key to your success. So Libras, here's what I get about Libras. I think Libras sometimes can be a little bit perfectionist, and they want things to go the right way, and they have like this grand design of like everything going in a good direction. But I think that sometimes it's hard to start because you don't want to screw it up. And I feel like this is your call to start. Now, I want to be mindful, it is Mercury retrograde, and this is not always the best time to start a new project. So when I say start, maybe it's start to think about what you want. This could be a good time for you to do more planning. This could be a good time to start something that's more introspective or something more about you. So I wouldn't say like start a business, but maybe start a weight loss journey, or start, eating healthy, or start quitting smoking or something like that. That's kind of the thing that I'm talking about starting. Start a new positive, healthy habit instead of just like waiting for the right time or waiting to think about it or talk about it. Get yourself going and start that habit. After we have Virgo. After we have Libra, we have Scorpio. All right, guys, you ready for the Scorpio? Let's see what's going on. Scorpios in the house. Prosperity lies ahead. Scorpios, what I like about you is that you may have a moodiness to you, and you may be a little vengeful at times, but you deep down have good self-esteem, and you know your worth. You know what you're capable of, and you know your worth, and you know yourself inside and out. And Scorpios, you are headed for some good financial improvement. Be excited. Things are going in a good direction. I feel like this is something you've been working on for a long time, so you're going to start to see that change happening. It's exciting. Next, we have our Sagittariuses. Any Sagittariuses in the house? Sagittariuses are the answers you need are coming. So Sagittarius, you have the answers you need are coming. I don't know what else to say about it. There you go. Whatever you're wanting to know the answers about, they're coming your way. So what I would suggest for you guys is, if you're waiting for an answer, focus on the answer that you want to hear. So if you're waiting, like, did I get this job? I need to hear if I got this job. I need to find out, did I get this job? Instead of just being in that waiting, like, oh, I hope I get the job. I hope I get the job. Focus on, like, I want that answer to be yes. So focus and hear, like, you got the job. Imagine the person saying to you, like, you got the job. That's great. You got the job. You're hiring. This is your start date. So focus on the answer you want to hear, but the answer is going to be coming your way very soon. After our Sagittariuses, we have our Capricorns. I love me some Capricorns. Capricorns are some of my favorite people. And Capricorns balance spirituality and practicality. So here's your guide. Capricorns, like Virgos, are earth signs, Virgos and Taurus. Capricorns, you guys can sometimes be too grounded to the point where you're so focused on the ground looking down that you can't see the beauty around you. And this is about balancing that divinity with being grounded emotionally and, to the earth. So do lots of grounding exercises. I have some on my YouTube channel that are really good about connecting to the earth and to the divine at the same time, and being like a conduit for that energy. It feels amazing, you guys. If you've never done it before, it feels amazing to do that. But this is about allowing some of that divinity in your life, allowing yourself to have whimsy. Take a walk in the woods. Take a walk in your backyard if you don't have any woods near you. Take a walk and just look at the sky, look at the trees, feel the leaves. Just give yourself time to dream, sketch. You know what I mean? Listen to music and just let your mind wander. You need a little bit more of that. Not so grounded, not so regimented. You balance that. And I really feel like this is your call to introduce more divinity, spirituality, more loose flowing energy into your life, because you need to break up that groundedness a little bit. So after we have our Capricorns, we have our Aquariuses. Also, Aquariuses are really fun, cool people, and communication is key. So Aquariuses, you are an air sign as well. You're going to be affected by Mercury retrograde because, again, communication, air sign. So communication is key. Here's what I want to say to you guys. Again, I feel like sometimes you guys, you're so focused on your ideas and your dreams or whatever you want to do. You have like a lot of focus that sometimes you forget to communicate. Either you may communicate subtly or passive aggressively. I think that you need to remember to speak up and really say what you're feeling. Be direct. This is your time to be more direct. And, that's your kind of call to action, is to be a little bit more direct, mindful of other people's feelings, but more direct. Ask for what you want. And our very last of the zodiac, which is Pisces, which I love Pisces people. A new romantic cycle begins, Pisces. Ooh, la 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 la. So Pisces, you are going to be entering into a new romantic cycle. So that's a good thing. Now, this could be a totally new person coming into your life, or it could possibly be just a better engagement or, cycle in your relationship that's currently existing. You guys can, do whatever you want to do with that. But definitely this is a good month for you guys, and you're going to start to see more improvement in that part of your life, which is going to be really positive and joyful. So I'm just going to check my comments here. So we have, okay, you guys are so sweet saying hi to each other. I love that. Tip Your Bartender gives me that praying emoji, which is cute. Susie, exactly. Amelia says hello, new subscriber. Amelia, I love you already. I have a dog named Amelia, although I spell that with an A, but I don't know. I just like the name. I think the name is so pretty. So cute. Hello, Amelia. Mary says, pick a card topic. Who is watching my social media? Ooh, I'm excited. That's a good one. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. That's so good. I love that. Oh, Mary, you brought it. That is such a good topic, you guys. You've been great with suggesting topics this show. I'm loving it. Victoria says Taurus was pretty much on it. Yes. Joanna, Taurus was accurate. Indeed. Yay. Cancer. Yes, I'm a Cancer. Sounds about right. I love Cancers. Cancers are so sweet. They really try to take care of other people. Sometimes they end up getting screwed over. Tip Your Bartender is a Scorpio. Scorpios make really good bartenders because they're so charming. Darkness Wins. I love your YouTube name. Welcome to the stream, Darkness. Gemini, Darkness, that is such a perfect sign for you. It just fits. Victoria Grimes, you're a Sagittarius. Susie is a Capricorn. Yes. Okay. Good, guys. Okay. So we are going to do who is stalking your social media. I'm going to do that one. Let me think on that real quick, as I'm trying to figure out what deck I want to use for that. So let's think about this. Who do we want to use for the who's stalking your social media? I'm trying to figure out which deck I want to use, because that is such a good question, man. I am like jazzed about that. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to use for the who? This is for the pick a card. Who's stalking your social media? Do we want to use the Halloween pick a card, or do we want to use the Spellcaster pick a card? Which ones do you guys want to use? And if you want to use one of the other ones we already used, then you can just say that too. I'm open. I'm open. But so while we're waiting for that to come in, I want to use this fairy tale cards because I think that these are super duper fun. And we're just going to do a quick reading. Let's do... let's do a reading, a love reading. We haven't really done a lot with love in this show, and so let's just do a quick love reading, just because we want to throw that out there. So this love reading, we're going to do one for single people, and then we're going to do one for people in relationships. So that's how we're going to do it. So while you guys are suggesting your other things. So, and then after we do these love readings, we're going to do a giveaway. And then we're going to do our who's stalking you on social media. I love that. Because everybody's stalking everybody on social media. Have you ever been... So embarrassing. Have you ever been stalking somebody on social media and you're like really deep into their like Instagram or whatever, and you accidentally like something from like 5 years ago, and you're like, oh no, they're gonna know I'm stalking them. So embarrassing. Oh my god, you guys, so embarrassing. Okay, so the first one is gonna be for singles. Woo! Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't. Thank God. Okay. And the second one is going to be for couples. Singles and couples. Okay, so this is the single peeps. Get my cards together. These little fairy tale cards are super adorable. I absolutely love them. They are so tiny though. Super tiny. They're super cute, but super tiny. Okay, so this is for single people, you guys. We're going to do one for couples, but this is for single people. Look at these cards, how tiny they are. And I have tiny hands. Okay, so single people, deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Here we go. All right, deck number 1 for the single people. Love, relationship. Okay, deck number 1, here's what I want to say to you. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. I feel like you want to have a relationship and you want to be with somebody, but I feel like you're not doing what you need to do to make that happen. So I feel like you have to be what you want to attract. And what does that mean? So if I say, I want Prince Charming to come in my life and I want to be with Prince Charming, but if I'm not a princess, then I can't attract a Prince Charming. So what does that mean if I'm not a princess? Well, Prince Charming, when you think about that, it's like kind, loving, classy, elegant, mannerly. That's what you think about with Prince Charming. So if I'm not Princess Charming, kind, loving, classy, elegant, mannerly, if I'm a slob and I'm, mean to people and I'm not doing anything or trying to uphold that level that I'm looking for, I'm not going to find that person. You have to be what you want to attract. You have to, if you want somebody who is kind and loving and confident, you have to be kind and loving and confident. Does that make sense to you guys? So this stork right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. That stork is your message. This is like, hello, we're waving the flag. You listen to this, pay attention. That stork is bringing you the message. And here's the message here. So this lady, which looks a lot like Cinderella, is basically like, you are kind of not doing what you need to do to elevate yourself, to be with the person that you want to be with. Whoever that is, whatever ideal that is or actual person that is, if you have an idea in mind, you have to be what you want. So if your thought process is like, I want to be with somebody who is like really, I'm trying to think of an example. I want to be with somebody who like loves to travel. You have to be somebody who loves to travel. You have to be somebody who's willing to put in the work and effort that it takes to travel. If that means learning languages, if that means getting yourself in shape, if that means, and shape doesn't mean perfect Barbie doll. Shape just means like that you can actually like climb up some stairs and do what you need to do. And again, this house is like, you're trapped in your own you're trapped. You need to put yourself out there a little bit more. So what I want to say to you, deck number 1, is first, really think about what you want and what's going to make you happy. So a lot of times we get sucked into different tropes and we think that we should be with a certain type of person, and that if we don't want to be with that certain type of person, something's wrong with us. And you have to think about who would really make you happy and who would really make you feel good. Whatever type of person, quirky interests or whatever, that's okay. Just be honest with yourself. The best chance you're going to have for finding love is to be with somebody that is genuinely who you want to be with. The second thing is think about who you are right now and what you need to do to get to that point. And the third thing is you have to be willing to put yourself out there. I know that it's hard right now with COVID. And so you can't like go to meetups and do things as much as you would easily do. You have to be more creative. But, there are ways to meet people. There are, different virtual meetups. There's Facebook groups. There's online dating. There's different ways to meet people. And you may have to be willing to put yourself out there, but I would not suggest putting yourself out there until you do the work and figure out exactly what you want and what you have to fix within yourself to make yourself available for what you want so that you're in line, so that you're in sync. So I just think that that's something that's worth saying. That's deck number 1. I know that was a little harsh. I'm sorry, you guys. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Hold on. I think I got myself lost. Okay, so that's deck number 1. Sorry, guys. Just trying to pull myself together. Okay. Deck number 2. I have so much stuff going on over here. Deck number 2. Ooh. Deck number 2. You need to do some healing. I feel like when it comes to dating, and being in a relationship, I feel like you're just like, I don't want to be with anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. Like, in the vampire movies when the vampire hits the light and they're like, I feel like that's how you are about dating. Like, I just don't want to deal with it. And I think justifiably you've been hurt. You've had a lot of things happen to you. Things have not gone well. And I think that you've gone through a lot. So, it's okay to be afraid and it's okay to feel jaded. But I feel like it's time to start to let yourself heal. It's time to let yourself, know that if, you want to be with somebody, you have to learn to let your guard down and you have to do the work to healing. I would not advocate that this is the right time for you to be in a relationship right now. And I don't, and the cards are basically saying that it's not the right time for you to be in a relationship, but you have to work on healing and bringing down some walls before that relationship comes. So the first thing is this, I don't know how to pronounce that word, sickle. And again, it's like you're cutting everybody off. You're cutting off opportunities. You don't want, it's like you're just like, I don't want it. This other card, woo, I just dropped it on the floor. It was a whip, like a cat of nine tails whip, which, can mean that you're into some, alternative fun things, whatever. But I think it more means that you're like, whoosh, trying to keep people away. I get a solid feeling that you are not willing to open your heart or let people in. And, that's understandable. But I feel like, again, this is a call to action for you to do some healing. This is a call to action for you to, acknowledge that you're pushing people away. Acknowledge that you're pushing opportunities away. And then these birds. I think these birds can mean many things. Birds are usually a messenger. But in this reading, I feel like those birds, again, are like, how like they say like cobwebs in the mind, or there's a better, I can't think of what it's called. But I think those birds are a representation of your mind being occupied with negative thoughts, negative energy, negative feelings. And so again, I encourage you to maybe think about reading some books, maybe learning how to heal, learning how to recover and grieve from what has happened to you, and knowing that, you can move on, you can grow from this, you can have another opportunity. You're not in the season to start dating yet, but you are in the season to start healing and helping yourself. And just know I feel for you. I'm sorry for what you went through. All right. Those are 2 tough readings. Deck number 3. Give us something positive. All right. Deck number 3. We got some good news. Deck number 3, the first thing that I get are these fishes. Whenever you see fishes in a dream, it's like a good omen. It's positive. And whenever you see fishes in these cards, it's like positive abundance, and it's showing that the energy you've been building over time, you're ready to meet that person. This other card, this dog, I feel like you're going to end up getting involved with a friend, and this sun is again like a good positive sign. So when I look at these cards all together, the fish, the dog, and the sun. Whoa, the fish, the dog, and the sun. What this is telling me, and tarot cards or oracle cards, when they're together, they tell a story, and different cards in different combinations will mean different stories. This dog in one reading will mean one thing, and another reading will mean another, just so you guys know. But in this specific story, what I'm hearing is the person that you're going to get involved with. You already know. I feel like they're somebody that you trust, you love, you care about. I feel like this is somebody that's a friend. This is somebody that you care about. And I feel like it's somebody that makes you feel good and is a positive. And, you know, this person is loyal and caring to you. So I'm definitely getting the sense that you are going to be getting into a relationship soon. And it is definitely going to be with somebody that you know and somebody that you care about and somebody that means something to you and somebody that's trustworthy. And it's going to be easier for you to get into that relationship because those bonds have already been formed. So going the next step is not going to be difficult. So that is for the single people. I'm going to do the couples in a second. I just want to address comments real quick for you guys. Just because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm ignoring you. Spellcaster, 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 for sure. Diana Rojas, welcome to the stream. Susie says she resonates. That's awesome. Darkness. Who the readings for? Well, the first readings that we did were for single people. Now we're going to do a love reading for couples, and then we're going to do the who's been stalking you on social media, which I'm super excited about. But right after this couples love reading, we're going to do another giveaway. So hang tight, you guys. Hang tight. Welcome to the stream, Diana. I'm glad you decided to join us. I am having the show a little early tonight, guys. Usually I have the show from 8 to 10, but I needed to do it a little earlier tonight. So every Wednesday and Sunday we have our shows from 8 to 10, and we just crossed our threshold of 1,000 subscribers. I'm really thankful to you guys for that. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Our next goal is 2,000. Let's see when we can get there. As we just got the ability to live stream from our phone, and I'm so here for it. And the next thing that we need to do is get the ability to have a community tab, and that is at 2,000 subscribers. So let's see when we can get that going. Okay, this is for people who are in a relationship already. We just did the singles, so if you're a single, you can backtrack a little bit and just see that past reading. But this one is for people in a relationship. So deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3, we're using the fairy tale cards. Let's begin. All right, deck number 1. Ooh, that's never a good sign when it's like it does that. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just have these reactions and I can't help myself. Okay. Deck number 1. I don't feel like you're in the best relationship. I feel like things have been very challenging for you and it's just been a rough time. I feel like you're the only one who's trying to hold this relationship together, and I feel like you're holding it together to your destruction. I feel like you're thinking about everybody. You're thinking about kids. You're thinking about family. You're thinking about the person you're with. You're thinking about everybody. And I feel like the person you're with is only thinking about themselves. It's a bad situation. And I feel like you've been really hurt and deceived, and it's just not been a good situation. Here's what I'm getting. The first thing that I'm getting is this bear. This bear, when I see this, it breaks my heart, because this shows somebody who's so caring and loving for other people. It shows somebody who has a lot of strength and who is really trying to do their best to be there for other people. This other card that I get is this snake, and this snake is obviously a snake is a snake. It's a sneaky snake. Somebody who is, you know, not to be down on snakes because I think they're beautiful, but for this purpose, snakes are not. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? It's literally sounded like there was a monster under my floor. If you guys get to see me murder on this live stream, hopefully it goes viral. If you guys see a monster or something behind me, please like comment and let me know. All right. And then the last thing is this child card. And this child card represents the person you're with, who is a child. Childish, selfish, only thinking about themselves, and not really having an understanding or a scope of the damage that they're doing and all the struggle that they're putting you through. So here's what I want to say to you. This is a complicated situation. This is not like a breakup that's just easy to do overnight. This is not a situation where you can just pack a bag and leave. It's going to take some effort and some strategy to get out of this relationship. And I'm telling you right now, I know that you don't want to leave, and I know that you really are not ready to give up yet. I just feel that. But, in time you will be ready. You will realize it. You have hope that this person is going to actually notice what you're doing, appreciate what you're doing, and receive the love you're trying to give them. And honestly, eventually you'll get it and you'll walk away. And this is just like your first of many wake-up calls. Eventually you'll move on. It's just going to take you time. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I really, really am. Okay. Deck number 2. This is not a good... I feel like your relationship is not going well either. And I feel like you're getting... Okay, so here's what I'm getting. Deck number 2. See these lilies right here? You guys can't see them very well because of the green screen. But these lilies are nice and calm on the surface. Like, oh, everything is cool. Everything is calm. But underneath, there's problems. Things are lurking. And I feel like this relationship that you're in is not going in a good direction, and hasn't been going in a good direction for a while. I feel you know it. I feel like the person you're with knows it. But I feel like the both of you are just going through the motions because you kind of don't know what else to do. I feel like these birds are back again. And these birds are representing fear. Fear of, will I ever meet somebody else? Should I leave? What if I regret it? Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like the both of you are going through this at the same time. Both of you are unhappy and both of you are going through the motions, but both of you are afraid to leave. I do think that there is a genuine caring and a love between the two of you, but it's not a relationship love. It's more like a codependent roommate kind of love. And then this tower is like, the end. This is not going to last. This is not going to continue. And this tower has been building for a long time. And the both of you have been building that tower over time. And that tower represents your unhappiness. And you're kind of just going through the motions, and each day a new brick gets added, and eventually the tower is going to topple and the relationship will be over. So the best thing that I can tell you is to be honest with yourself about it. I feel like the relationship has potential to be fixed because I do think the two of you do love each other, but I feel like it's going to be a tough road. And I'm just going to be honest with you, it's not going to be an easy thing to fix because the person you're dealing with has a lot of emotional issues and they're very closed and they're very defensive and they're very shut down. It's possible to fix it. It's not probable, if that makes sense. So it's possible, but it's not probable. It can be done, but it's going to take a lot of work and effort. I think that more likely you're just going to end up walking away. I'm so sorry, guys, for this. I'm so sorry for these negative things. But I do feel like there's potential to fix it. It's going to be a challenge to make it happen. Deck number 3. I feel like you are having a lot of stress and I feel things are not going, well for you, but I feel like a lot of this is like self-inflicted. I feel like you have a lot of depression issues. I feel like you're feeling down. And I feel like you're not happy with yourself. And I think that because you're not happy with yourself, you're putting that onto your partner and you're acting like they're not happy with you. And really that's just a reflection. You're not happy with yourself. And I feel like you're getting yourself whipped up into a frenzy. So the first thing is this moon. This moon card represents the moon, obviously, which represents our subconscious, our inner thoughts, our inner turmoil, what we're feeling deep down about ourselves, our self-reflection, our true, all that stuff. And so this is telling me that you're not happy, you're not right. And I think that because you're not right and your anxiety, your depression, all this stuff is getting the best of you, I think that you are letting that affect your mind and letting it affect your relationship. This fox right here, This fox is again representing kind of the fact that you're letting yourself be deceived by your own kind of issues and fears. You're letting your anxiety and your fear kind of run the way and causing problems in the relationship. Here's this mountain right here. This mountain is a good kind of card because it means that your relationship is strong and is good and is lasting. But there are obstacles and you need to work through those obstacles. And I think a lot of that is being honest with yourself about your own anxiety and depression and doing what you can to fix that, whether it's going to therapy, reading books, getting into meditation, yoga, whatever it is, it's going to work for you to help fix your your anxiety and your depression. Secondly, your partner is obviously doing things to trigger you, and you need to let them know what they're doing is triggering you and ask them to try to make things better. They may be a little defensive at first, but I think that the more calm you are and the more you have these rational conversations with them, the more they're going to start to listen, if that makes sense. I'm just going to read the comments. Okay, so spellcaster. Ashna is here. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you too. Darkness says, nice shirt. Thank you very much. I'm pretty in love with it myself. So, hopefully that was a compliment. Hopefully that was like, nice shirt, not like, nice shirt. I'm going to take it as a compliment because that's just the way I roll. All right, guys. So now we're going to do our beloved. Let's do a giveaway first, and then we're going to do our who's stalking us on social media. All right, guys. So I have a card here in my possession. It is a tarot card. It is a major arcana card. So it's not going to be a sword, a cup, a pentacle. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be a major arcana card. We have a tarot card right here. The first person who answers correctly which tarot card this is going to win 10 minutes free with me. So far, we've had one winner tonight. It was Halloran. Congratulations. So let's see who's going to win the next one. Here are the rules. You have to be over 18, you have to be from the United States, and you have to subscribe to this channel. You may enter as many times as you wish, but you can only enter one per comment. So like you can't make one comment with like 10 answers. You have to just do one answer per comment, if that makes sense. So the first person to correctly predict what card this is, I'm going to look at it. And this is from the Divine Tarot, is going to win. So get that going. Let's see who's going to win that second giveaway. I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're going to do our thingamajig. Let's move these out of the way. Let's do the Spellcaster Oracle card. I am really, really, really jazzed and excited about this pick a card. This was such a great idea. So thank you so much for suggesting it. I really appreciate it. All right, who's been stalking us on social media? I think we all stalk people on social media every once in a while. You're up like 3 o'clock in the morning. You just like living your life and you're thinking about whoever you went to high school with or whoever you used to date or who you used to work with. And, you know, it goes like that. Sorry, I thought that was my sister. I apologize, guys. Okay. So let's see the giveaway real quick. Magician. Ooh, Mary, you are the winner. Mary Helen Bryant, you are the winner. You got it. Congratulations. Christy K, welcome to the stream. Mary. It was Temperance. So Mary, what I need you to do is I need you to contact me, write to me on either Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, if you're on TikTok. Psychic Jennifer Moran is how you're going to find me on any of those places. Just send me a DM and I will arrange your reading for you. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's see. Who's been stalking us on social media? This is about to get juicy. All right, guys. Who's been stalking you on social media? Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. All right. There we go. So let's get going with this. I'm excited about it. Okay, so, ooh. Okay, who's been stalking you, deck number 1, on social media? I feel like the people who are stalking you are current friends. Now, just because somebody's stalking you doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You know, sometimes people stalk each other because they miss them or they love them. Sometimes it's negative. Sometimes it's positive. But I'm going to tell you right now, you have people stalking your social media that are in your current friend group. I feel like they're friends of yours that you're currently friends with. I don't think it's possible that it could be family, but I'm really feeling like it's more friends. And I feel like they're stalking you because they're looking to see what you're up to. I feel like they want to know a couple of things. I think what they want to know is, A, are you being truthful about your life? Are you telling them the truth? I think they're worried and they're wondering about that. B, I think some of them are watching you because they envy your life and they want things that you want. And so they're kind of living vicariously through you. And so those are the two reasons why I feel your friends are stalking you. Like I said, they're people that are in your current friends group. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Don't call them out. Don't be like, who's stalking me? Blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Don't call them out. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to admit they're stalking anybody on Facebook. Just know that that's why they're doing it and just try to let it go. This is more for fun. It's not to create problems. But the cards that I'm getting are, willpower, confidence, and friendship. And I feel very strongly that your friends are stalking you. Mostly it's because they envy you and they feel like they want to live vicariously through you. But I feel like some of them kind of feel like, is she really doing this? Is he really doing that? Are they really being truthful? It's like they're wanting to see if things are really going the way that you say they're going, and they're trying to figure out the truth. They're a little sus, but don't stress out about that. People are naturally going to be sus. They're going to judge people. That's just what people do. Deck number 2, who's stalking you on social media? Oh, okay. Deck number 2, I feel you're being stalked by an ex. For sure, one ex, absolutely. I do feel like your coworkers stalk you a little bit, but I feel like it's more because they're just trying to get to know you a little bit better. I feel you're kind of like tight-lipped at work, and so they just want to get to know you a little more personally. They want to see another side of you. They're trying to get a sense of like what you're really like, and they just want to see that other side of you. But it's not really bad. But you definitely 100% have an ex that is stalking you, that still wants to be with you, that has not that's not even a word, you guys. That has not let go of you. And it's hard to talk for 2 hours. You're going to mess up words here and there. But basically it's an ex who's still obsessed with you, who's not let go of you, who's still upset that you guys broke up, that still misses you, and has not really let go at all. I feel you've let go of them, but I feel like they have not let go of you. And I think you feel good about letting go of them. So the cards that you got were prosperity, boundaries, and empowerment. So when I look at these cards, I definitely feel like the strongest feeling that I get is that there's an ex, somebody that you do not want in your life, somebody that you have gotten rid of, still clinging on, and that person needs to let it go because it's over. They blew it. they blew it. But they're still hanging on and they're still upset. And I'm going to be honest with you, you're probably going to hear from that person. And when you do, don't engage. They want you to engage because they want your attention. They want to have that fight or they want to have that showdown. Don't give it to them. Don't engage. It's not worth it. If you hear their voice, just click, click, click. If they write to you, just delete, delete. But yeah, that definitely there's an ex that you do not want in your life still stalking you. So be aware of that. I don't feel it's anything dangerous. It's more this person is like a whiny victim, but not really dangerous. All right, deck number 3. Who's stalking you? This was a really fun idea, you guys. I'm so grateful that you came up with this. This is going to be a funny one. But I feel like the people who are stalking you... Ooh, I just got like a sharp pain in the side of my head. That was so weird. Have that ever happened to you? You just get like a really sharp, like stabby pain, like right here. Sorry. It like just totally took my attention away. My brain was like, rah! But what I'm getting for you, deck number 3, is this is going to be weird. I feel like your kids are stalking you. I feel like you have kids, your kids that are stalking to you. Now, if you don't have kids, it could be younger, like nieces and nephews. It could be students if you're a teacher or whatever. But younger people are stalking you that you know. I want to say kids. Kids are my real thing. And it's funny because I feel like your kids are stalking you because they miss you. That's the first thing I feel is they miss you. They don't want to admit that they miss you because they're trying to be tough and they're trying to be strong. There may be some distance between you guys. But I'm definitely getting the sense that kids are stalking you, but I also feel like there's a family member that's stalking you. I want to say like a sister or a sister-in-law. Somebody who is very two-faced and somebody who is like competitive. Like they want to make sure that they're doing better than you. They want to make sure that they have the nicest, the newest, the best. So it's like a sister or a sister-in-law that is negative, and I feel like they're stalking you as well. Again, none of these things are really like, I don't want you guys to go confronting people or whatever. It's not really a bad thing. Like I said, stalking people on social media is normal. You just got to not worry about that. And if you're worried about like haters or people sending you negative energy, just don't stress about that. The best way to do a cleansing on yourself is to go to this. If you live near a beach, then go to a beach. Go get that salt water on your body and just cleanse yourself in the ocean. That is the best. But if you don't live near a beach, go to the supermarket and go get some sea salt. And mix that sea salt with your shower gel. Mix that sea salt with your shampoo and give yourself a good cleanse. Let it go down the drain. And that's the way to get rid of any residual negative energy. So don't give into it. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. But that is the ticket. So, Christy K says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Stalk that girl, find out she's a freak. That, you can find out lots of crazy random things about people. I mean, I know some people that are like expert stalkers and they like know how to like really get like the nitty gritty and they find out this crazy information. So you can find out lots of things about people. Not that I'm advocating stalking people, but it's something that we all do. Layan, please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that properly, but I want to say Layan or Lion. Correct me if you want to so I can pronounce it properly. Hi, can I ask you a question, please? I'm so sorry. I'm not doing personal readings. We're doing pick a cards. So if you want to suggest a pick a card, we can do that. But I'm like a pick a card subject that I'll do for everybody. Darkness says, and a capper. I'm sorry, I don't know. Like a nightcap? A capper? I don't know what that means. Sorry. Anyone crushing on somebody? I think we're all crushing on people. I mean, it's so funny. I think that having a crush on somebody it can be a fun thing, like a cute, like little, like a fun thing or a fantasy. It can be very painful to have a crush on somebody. But I mean, I think that we've all had crushes, and I think that if we think about it, we all have somebody in our life that we're kind of crushing on a little bit. I think it's just whether that person is a real person in our life, a famous person, a cartoon character, we have our crushes. I want a showdown on. Okay, Darkness says, I want a showdown. I don't know what that means. Uh, any crushes? Well, I think people do stalk their crushes on social media. I think that, you know, I think that's, any time you have a crush and they're on social media, you're going to stalk them. But that can be a bad thing to get into the habit of, because then you're going to be over analyzing everything. Oh my God, this girl commented on his page. Are they dating? Oh my God, he took a picture with this person. Does he like her? Oh, he followed this girl. Does he like her? You can drive yourself crazy. At some point, we all stalk. We all do it. So, it's going to happen. But you can't let yourself go crazy or get obsessed with it. You got to kind of just everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Don't beat yourself up for stalking. I think we all get curious, and I think that that's just part of life. But don't let yourself get carried away with that, if that makes sense. I'm just checking the time. All right, guys. So we're gonna be wrapping up the show soon. We have one more giveaway to do, because that's the way we are. So Mary won the second giveaway. Charles won the first giveaway. Who's gonna win the third giveaway? Maybe it'll be you. So I have this tarot card right here. That's the wrong one. Pardon me. Pardon me. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I have a tarot card right here. Right here. The first person who answers correctly and predicts which tarot card this is, I'm looking at it right now. It is absolutely stunning. Will win a 10-minute free reading with me, providing that you A, subscribe to the channel, B, are over 18, C, live in the United States of America. If you have all those criteria, you can comment and tell me what card this is. The first person who answers correctly will win 10-minute reading with me. So good luck to you guys. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for those answers to come in, we're going to do a yes or no pick a card, because they're fun to do and I like doing them. So we're going to do a yes or no pick a card. Let me think about what cards I would like to use. I'm going to use these. All right. I'm going to use these Earth Magic cards. So get your answers in. We'll see who wins that next giveaway. All right, guys. Here we go. This is going to be a yes or no pick a card. So think about a question that you want the answer to, and think about a question that is a yes or no answer. And you are going to pick the card, and then we are going to answer that. So we have our 3 cards ready, Freddy. Here we go. Wow, interesting, interesting. All right, so we have 3 cards here. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So think about your yes or no question, and then choose the card that you feel the most drawn to get your question answered. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Question number 1. Yes or no? It is a no. I'm getting that whatever your question is, it's not going to happen, and it's time to redirect the energy. Cleanse your like, how can I say this? Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you're kind of going down the wrong path. So you have to think about letting this go and redirecting your energy, being open to a new opportunity, a new situation. This is not going to happen. So whatever your question is, the answer is no. Deck number 2, the answer is no as well. You are kind of in a repeating pattern. And so what I'm getting from this card is like stability. So your answer is no. So that could be, am I going to lose your job? Am I going to lose my job? No, you're not. You're stable. You're staying strong. So whatever you asked, the question is no. There's not going to be any changes at this time. Things are going to stay the way they are. It's stability. No. It doesn't mean that it won't change in the future, or that it couldn't change in the future or get better. But at this present time, no. Number 3, yes. Celebrate. It is time to enjoy yourself. Celebrate And know that this is going to be your time. You're stepping into the sun. You're enjoying, and this is it. So definitely number 3 is a yes. Let me see if anybody is going to win our last giveaway. Annalyn, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry, Annalyn, that you started here late because we're going to be ending it soon. I am so sorry. But Annalyn, if you are over 18 and you're subscribed to this channel and you are in the United States, you can enter the giveaway that we're giving away, 10-minute reading. You just have to predict what tarot card I'm holding up here. What tarot card is this? So far, you guys, nobody has gotten it. So far, nobody has gotten it. So keep yourselves going. I will let you guys know. Oh, that's so sweet, Annalie. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. A lot. Thank you so much. So, guys, the show's going to be ending soon once we get this giveaway straightened out. I want to say to you guys that I had a blast today. I had so much fun hanging out with you guys. I really enjoyed all of the fun pick-a-cards that we did, and I'm going to definitely be incorporating some of them in future shows. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be live on Wednesday. I do every Wednesday and Sunday. Normally I'm at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Today I had to start at 7 because I have stuff to do tonight. So I needed to scooch up the show just a little bit. So if you guys ever want to come and find me on social media, I am on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as Psychic Jennifer Moran. I'm on Twitter as Psychic ER. So you guys can come and find me wherever I am and, you know, hang out and do all that fun stuff. If you enjoyed this show, please like the video. Believe it or not, that little clicking that thumbs up does a lot of good. It helps this video get seen by other people and it helps promote my channel. And I really appreciate that. God, you guys, nobody's gotten it yet. I'm so surprised. You guys are like, you're really doing good. Shiv, I'm so sorry. I'm giving away a free reading, but I'm not answering any questions right now. The Chariot. Wow, I'm just going back because I can't believe nobody got it yet. Keep on guessing, you guys. I'm really interested to see who's going to win it. This gets so exciting. The Star. Ooh, we have a winner, you guys. We have a winner. We have a winner. Christy K. Christy K. You are the winner. It is the Lovers. This is a beautiful card. These cards are based on like fairy tales and folklore, and this is based off of Beauty and the Beast. I think this card is so pretty. But yeah, it's the Lovers. So Christy K, you are the winner. So we had 3 winners: Christy K, Mary, and Charles. Won tonight. Congratulations to all the winners. Don't worry, guys, if you didn't win tonight, I give away free readings with every show, so you have a chance to win in the future. But Christy K, you can just contact me again through my social media. Just send me a message and we'll arrange your reading. So congratulations. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining me tonight. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too. Your card, Gemini. Halloran Illustration says wizard. That's hilarious. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. See you on Wednesday. Take care. Aw, thanks, Victoria. I really appreciate that. That's really sweet of you. I'm glad you had a good time, Charles. Thanks, Alia. I appreciate it. Aw, thanks, Mary. You guys are so sweet. Bye, Christy. That was cute.